Hey everyone, it's Jeremy with BST Sportcards coming back and just giving you some updates on the site, what we've been doing. Obviously, hit some hiccups. I've gotten with a team out of the West Coast to finish up development, so they're working on that. We're shooting for and no more delays, but we are a go for January 31st. 2021 will be live. So just wanted to go through the site again, talk about some of the things we're working on, some of the things they're working on, what we're trying to get accomplished, and everything like that. So obviously you guys have seen this. This is the homepage. It has all the tiers. If you're just buying, everything like that. Pretty much, you click these, you're going to go in, and it's going to look just like this. And you'll have to create an account and things like that. So I've actually already created a seller account to sort of show you guys what that looks like. I'll go ahead and log in with this test seller. And what you'll notice is this is going to be your dashboard, sort of where everything's there's gonna be some slight tweaks to the UI, like the look and feel of everything. But this is what it's going to look like for you, So you'll have your username that you sign up for, and then you'll have your dashboard. So if you're a seller and you're actually paying for subscription, obviously you're going to have the selling piece of this. Buyers, if you're just a buyer, you won't be able to see any of the selling, obviously, because you won't be able to sell an item. And then, account and feedback and stuff like that. So let's go through and look what, just from a seller's perspective, what this looks like. So obviously, the big thing, you're going to be able to sell an item. So, looks like any normal form, very similar to other auction, websites and stuff like that. Probably a little bit more simplistic, but obviously the title, what you're trying to sell, category, which right now we are only going to be selling to US. And right now we're only, selling 3 sports, and that's baseball, basketball, and football. Obviously, we have plans to expand once, maybe there's a proof of concept and stuff like that. But, we want to try to not, try to do everything at once here. We want to do it right the first time, refine, enhance, go forward, add new things, right? So you pick your sport, pick your item, whether it's sport card, memorabilia, or box break. You put in the team that you want. So obviously, if you select basketball, you have your basketball teams. Football, you'll have your football teams, things like that. You put in the player name. That's just going to help with buyers when they're searching for a specific player or anything like that, right? So those searches. The manufacturer, right? So you got your big 4 plus, any others that might be outside of these, right? So Onyx and stuff like that maybe aren't captured here that we might add later. Whether it's graded, right? So if it's graded, yes or no, so that can be searched upon. And then the biggest thing, right? We're trying to cut down on these people that I don't know if you've seen it on other auction sites where they were trying to pass off, reprints of whatever it is. There was somebody that was trying to sell a Mickey Mantle that says it was signed by him, and they wanted like $5 million. No joke. You can go on Etsy or eBay and you see the exact card he has, and they're reprints that sell for like $10. He got, I don't know if he knows any better or if he does. Obviously, one way or another, he's trying to sell a reprint because it's blatantly obvious. It's not graded. It's not authentic. If you have a Mickey Mantle rookie card signed by Mickey Mantle, you're going to have that thing authenticated so quickly, it's not even funny. So reprint there. That way, it's easily called out. Buyers can go and see, like, even if it doesn't say reprint in the title, sometimes people try to hide it in the description and not in the short description, right? So, it'll be easy to, differentiate. So then we got photos. This is where you'll add your photos. All your sell details, whether it's auction or fixed price. If it's fixed price, you can allow offers. Right now, durations, we're offering 5, 7, and 10 days. Your start price, and then your shipping details, right? So we are US based, no international right now. So obviously you're going to have USPS, UPS, or FedEx, your originating zip code, whether you offer free shipping, and then your shipping cost, right? We are going to leave it up to the sellers to determine their shipping costs. We will probably integrate something in the future where it could be automatically generated via USPS, what the shipping rates are and everything like that. But this is where the seller will put in his own shipping cost, and then it becomes just the market and supply and demand, right? If you're a seller and you're charging $10 for shipping cost, and someone else is charging a reasonable price of like $3.99 or whatever, so that your normal bubble mailer with tracking and stuff like that. One of our biggest rules on this platform is everything must be shipped with tracking. So therefore, right, it's going to be here within that shipping cost and stuff like that. And then you would sell the item. And then obviously in your seller, you have, after you sell it, you'll have your active listings. So this is just a generic listing I threw in there. You'll be able to see, how many bids you have, how many people have favored it, what the current price is. You will be able to edit your auction. I forget what the rule is. I'll have to double check. I think we put it for the first 12 hours. You can update your listing, and then after that it locks. So if you made a mistake or a typo, you can fix it, but it's not available to be fixed right away, or it's not able to be fixed after a certain amount of time. So, give it a check once it's active to make sure you don't have any typos or the wrong price or something like that. If you're selling something fixed price with offers, they'll show up here. I don't have, there's no data right now, but there will be an action here where you can either accept, decline, or counter the offer. So obviously that bartering piece of it. Anything that was unsold. So if you didn't sell things, it will display here. Look at that Mickey Mantle card. Didn't sell for $5. How sad. But what you can do, obviously, is there will be a relist action here. So if something doesn't sell, that's the glory of having this subscription-based platform. All you have to do is hit relist, and it'll relist it for you. Don't have to worry about it. You're paying for it. You're paying for the month to sell as much as you want. Relist it if you want to relist again. Maybe you don't want to relist it right away. Maybe you want to update the start price or something like that. So you go through, relist it that way. If you hit this relist, it just takes everything that was exactly the same and then posts it again. There will be another module here that we're going to add that just says items sold. So you'll be able to track your items for the year. It'll be sort of the same thing. You'll have your item description, who the buyer was, what the sold price was, what the shipping was. So then you'll know what your total, then the date, and then it'll have like a payment status, like if you've been paid for that, right? So sometimes there's a gap because sellers will not get paid until they have uploaded shipping. So as soon as they upload shipping, that payment status gets set to be able to be paid. Then it takes 1 to 2 business days to go into your account. But that's how we're doing it, because we also want to stay safe and we want to protect both buyers and sellers. So that will be there. We're adding that. You'll be able to see waiting for payment. So you can send a reminder to the buyer, like, hey, I'm waiting for this payment. It'll have the correct dates. We just use dummy data right now, but it'll be in here. And then once the buyer pays, your item will go into waiting for shipment. So you'll be able to ship. Here's Quint from Jaws. So what you would do here is there wouldn't be tracking here. This is where you would have to add the tracking number. This tracking number that will then be shared with the buyer on the buyer side. So when items won, the shipping tracking number will show here just like it does here once you add it. So you would hit add tracking, and then this is going to change a little bit, but obviously you can pick how you sent it, input the tracking number. We verify that it's a valid tracking number and stuff like that via some backend code. And then it gets populated into here. And then obviously, as a seller or even a buyer, if you were to click on this, it'll take you directly to the website and try to check that tracking number and see if you can track it. Same here, whether it's USPS or FedEx, it would do the same thing. The comp tool, we are actually not going to, when we go live the 31st, it really won't be active. The comp tool is going to be within the marketplace, our marketplace. So obviously with a new marketplace, the comps won't be able to be gathered very efficiently until there is a lot more transactions that will happen. So that will be on hold. You can use other comp tools to look on eBay to see what things were sold for until there's enough volume and enough data in our marketplace and our database where this comp tool will be helpful for buyers and sellers to, well, actually just sellers, because this is it'll be part of just your membership, is being able to check comps of what things have sold for within this marketplace. Another thing, you'll have this return on investment tool. And what this does is it lets you put in at least 10 cards. This is going to change a lot, but then you'll be able to select a month, a year, the price the card is based on comps. So once this is available, you can check comps here, but you can check like, watch count or 130 point, things like that. And then you can actually input prices and your record and, keep track of it month over month and see, whether your investments, you're gaining money or you're losing money or things like that, to try to help you make some decisions. Either you just want to track stuff for the, for fun, or, if you want to make sure once you get to a certain threshold, you can put it for sale. So that's another feature we're going to be working on. It might not be live, but say you were to put an item in here, you would get a notification once it hit a certain price, and then there would be an easy way to list that item at that price point. So you'd be able to immediately know, like, oh, this has hit a certain price. Let's go ahead and post this for sale. So that's, everything with selling. Then your account, right? You'll be able to message other members, whether they're a buyer or a seller. You'll be able to take a look at your subscription, all your invoices. So if you're on a monthly, you sign up for our subscription and you get billed, whether it's monthly, 3 months, 6 months, or yearly, you'll be able to see your invoice there. And then you'll be able to also cancel your account if this platform's just not for you. And then finally, there will be a feedback piece of this where you'll, buyers and sellers, whether you're a buyer or a seller, everyone gets feedback on this platform. Both buyers and sellers, you'll be able to see all your feedback here. It's something that we're working on as well still. That will be done by the 31st. So, this is the main dashboard where you're going to do a lot of your stuff. Obviously up here, this is where the search will be, where all items will be listed. They will be smaller than this, but and there hopefully be a lot more items. I just put one in here for demonstration purposes. You can sort by all, most active, low to high, by date. You can search, right here just for whatever it is. How it will work is, these will be a little bit smaller. There'll be many rows. As you can see, as I go to it, it highlights over it. You can favorite right here, whether you see something you like, whether it's an auction or something like that. And then you can go into the item details by clicking it. This is all going to be cleaned up as well. You'll see how much time's left, the description, what the current bid is. If you're not the highest bidder, this will show red. If you are the highest bidder, this will show green. You'll be able to put in your bid, whether you want to, whatever you want to put your bid as. It goes up by increments of $1 if you do it like this. But you can also just, freehand, whatever. Whoa, thousands. It wouldn't let you bid like that. We have some set up, but you can put whatever you want. You can see the shipping would be displayed here, so you'll know what the seller has for their shipping. You'll be able to bid here or watch it. You can see the description here. You'll be able to see all the different bids, the dates, who bid, what the price was. You'll be able to check his reviews as a seller before you put a bid if you want. And then, hopefully the community comes together, and if there's items listed that break our terms or something that's obviously fake that's trying to be passed off as real or something like that, you can always click this and report the auction. You'd be able to type here, report it. A direct report will go into our team, and we'll be able to review it and see if it breaks our terms, and then remove the listing if we deem it so. So yeah, that's what it looks like. The footer is standard. You can subscribe. We have giveaways all the time. I've already given away a Luis Robert PSA 9 rookie card. I've given away a Dominique Wilkins autographed basketball, a Don Mattingly autographed baseball bat. Bunch of different things, but if you subscribe, you are, there are all sorts of giveaways, obviously, to try to drive people in here. So, go ahead. If you go to, this is the test site. As you can see, it starts with TS. But if you go to BST Sportcards, like this, obviously you'll see our countdown here. A little, marketing video. But you can subscribe right here and be entered for those sweepstakes, for those giveaways and stuff like that. So definitely, and here's all our social media. But definitely think, if you want to get in on some of those giveaways, all you have to do is put in your email. So hopefully, you guys like how it looks so far. Leave a comment on this video about anything you would maybe like to see in the future, things like that, or something that we're missing that maybe, any criticism is great criticism. We're not too full of ourselves. We want to listen to people and make this the best marketplace that we can. So we hope you guys like it so far, and we hope we continue to improve on it, and it becomes a place where everyone can safely buy and sell in this hobby that we all love. So thank you guys, and I'll be talking to you soon. Have a great rest of your weekend. Talk to you there.